Not happening.
Nope, not happening.
Nope, not even happening.
Too cold out there to ride this morning, guys and gals. So sit down, have your cup of coffee here with HDR.
Hey, yes, good morning, everybody. Welcome back once again to another exciting episode of Coffee with HDR. Man, gotta love the Maxwell House in the morning, right? Mm-mm-mm. Well, good morning. This is show number 121 for Saturday, May the 6th, 2023. Back at you once again here from the beautiful HDR studios in southwestern Pennsylvania. And guys, I can say one thing is welcome back, riding weather. And man, it's so nice to have the riding weather back and be able to get the bike out when you feel like getting the motorcycle out, right? Instead of only being able to ride like on a Tuesday because there's no snow, or on a Wednesday because there's no ice, or on a Saturday morning, which never happens in the winter because it always rains on the weekends. Guys, I know a lot of you are still working. I know some people, lucky people like Moto, like Smyrna Cowboy, is retired, so you can ride all the time. And I get that. Like my sister Debbie there is retired, and she can ride all the time, but I can't get her to get her license. Guys, show my sister some love there this morning. Her name is Debbie. Her screen name is Mallory because that's her dog's name. That wanted to eat my face off yesterday when we went up there for a beautiful dinner for Cinco de Mayo Day. And she made, well, no, she bought the stuff from Margarona's and she waited for her brother to come up there to make it in the blender. So we had some wonderful margaronas, which is a margarita with a Corona beer mixed in with it, um, with a cup. Yep, I said a cup, 1 cup of tequila in a pitcher. Now there was three of us drinking that, so don't worry about it. We were fine, but it was really, really tasty, really good tacos. And then she always sends all the food home with us, so we can eat it for lunch today. So that's great. That's fantastic. Let's get started here this morning by saying the good mornings to everybody here on another fine Saturday morning. And then we'll get started with some of our topics here and some of our discussions. Good morning to Ron Kelly. Just scroll down here at the bottom here, make sure everything looks good. Yep. All right. And that's right. Tell Debbie she needs to get her motorcycle license along with Mrs. HDR. I have a teacher that I work with is actually teaching the basic rider course now. And she said she will be very, very easy on them and watch over them. And I'm sure she will. So good morning, Ron Kelly, Smyrna Cowboy, Captain Ed, D.A. Bishop, Moto Rambling. Let's see here. Who else? Chuck Henson, Dean C. Dean C, as I said, Mallory or Debbie. Harley 103's in the house. Harley Cruiser 66, welcome aboard this morning. Glad to have you here on the live show. Dan, good morning to Dan. Good morning to win.road.therapy. How you like that? Win.road.therapy. When I first met Win Road Therapy at VAM 21, we were standing talking in front of a hot dog place, and she goes, "Well, you follow me," and she said, and I said, "Yeah, we don't always put faces to screen names." And she said, "You know me, HDR. I am win.road.therapy." So, but good morning to her. She's an over the road traveler. She has a beautiful toy hauler, and now she has a beautiful, yes, wait, let me say it. Let me say it, guys. A beautiful Harley Davidson motorcycle. Yep, she does. Beautiful heritage, and it's a wonderful looking bike there. So, good morning to Paul with his beautiful Indian motorcycle. Good morning to Robert. Nice to have you on board there with us this morning. Motor Rambling. Throttle Therapy's in the house. Ty from Tennessee. And I'm going to talk about Ty's new video this morning. And If you haven't seen it, go over and check it out because, in our little chat group through the week, he thought he'd get a lot of blowback from that video, but he is awful right, and he has a lot of really good points. And I'm going to bring those points up this morning. I'm going to throw those out there to you. Good morning, Tex Ride. Glad to have you on board during the live stream. We are here, guys, if you don't know, every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like clockwork, you could pretty much set your watch by the show and be just fine with the time. Motor Rambling, Chuck Henson, Paul. Good morning, Rachel. Nice to see you there this morning. Rachel is, she calls me stepdad, and I call her daughter. Rachel is in Somerset, Pennsylvania. She lives very close to the Somerset Harley Davidson dealer. I mean, very close. So it's really nice to go visit her. So everybody say good morning to my daughter, Rachel. Glad you're in the house there this morning. Thanks for coming in and stopping by. Road Glad Andy, who pulled my chains last night, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Rocky J, the real Jackie boy's in the house. From high in the Pennsylvania mountains, the real Jackie boy. With his wife, the lovely Luella. I could sing a song. Wait, lovely Luella. Oh, no. No, I won't. Don't go there. HDAV Traveler, Robert. Northern Adventures is in the house this morning. Good morning, Northern.
Who do you want to message?
Siri thought I was trying to send a message to Be the Rider PA. I should time.
I don't see LB in your contacts. To who?
No one. Goodbye.
I won't send it.
There you go. Good. Now shut up. Okay. Judy's in the house. Henry's in the house there this morning. Good morning, Henry. Hope you're all having a groovy day. Groovy. Remember that word, Henry? Back in the 40s? Everything's groovy. And Jim Wilson's in the house. So we got a great group coming in here this morning. Glad to have everybody on board there with us. And sitting here, as I said, in the lovely studios, HDR studios in southwestern Pennsylvania for show number 121. And I think I'll highlight the morning, first of all, by saying thank you very much to Smyrna Cowboy for the opener this morning. Guys, if you'd like to do an opener for this show, I would love to have it. All you got to do is record it. Keep it, you see how long they are, just a few minutes. And, open with something like, having coffee with HDR or, welcome to the show or whatever. Do it around your motorcycle. And you can send those in to me. If you hit me up on Instagram at Harley Day Rider, I will personally send you a DM. Now, if you don't know what a DM is, that's a direct message with my email address where you can email that video to. And I will get you live on the show to open, and then you'll be my 30-minute station identification. So just seeing what else, who else is coming in there this morning. Mark, good morning to Mark. Thoughts on the new Icon electric glides? We're going to talk about that, Mark. And good morning, Dan. Man, we got a lot of nice new people coming in here this morning. I hope you guys hang around with us there on the channel and stick around. And we're going to open the show with a story of Road Glide Andy. So Road Glide Andy messaged me last night. I don't know exactly what time it was, but anyway. Hey, HDR, are you having a show tomorrow? Said, well, let's see. Is the sun going to come up? Yes. Is the grass going to be growing in the summertime? Sure. Does a bear run around the woods? I can't say what the bear does in the woods. Yes. So, yes, this show is very steady, very active, unless there's something physically wrong with me. And I've even done this show when I was sick. So I can't even say that. I guess if I was in the hospital, no, I could probably do a show in the hospital too. I'll be like, okay, all staff, please stay out of my room for the next 1 hour. I am doing a live stream and I cannot have any nurses, doctors, or anybody interrupting this live stream. So for the sake of my health and for, our community, please stay out of the room. And then I'd put a sign up like on the air so nobody'd come in and bother me in my hospital room. So with that said, okay. So anyway, Road Glide Andy, he messaged me and he said, well, it's not on Instagram. I said, well, I haven't been posting it on Instagram. I said, he said, yeah, you did last week. And I don't remember if I did. Maybe I did, Andy. I don't know. But traditionally I have not. we got in the conversation, and I watch a lot of these guys on YouTube that says YouTube do's and YouTube don'ts, and stuff you should do and you should not do. And the one guy I watched, Anthony, just for your knowledge, he has about I don't know what he has like now, like 1 million subscribers, and it's one of those channels that teach you how to be a content creator. So it's somebody that you could rely on. He stated, and I don't know how your feelings are out there about this. A lot of you guys are YouTubers, and a lot of you guys do this, and I used to do it too. He said when you're going to do a YouTube video, you put a YouTube video up, don't advertise it before on other social media platforms, right? Because people are going, YouTube is a social media platform. So listen, this makes a lot of sense. If you're an Instagram user, if you're a Facebook user, you are probably a YouTube user. If people watches your videos, they are a YouTube user. They are, right? So he said don't pre-advertise it. And the reason he said not to do that is simply because people, did you ever hear of don't judge a book by its cover? So if people see your advertisement and they look and they go, that looks stupid, I'm not going to watch that, then they're not going to watch it. They won't even go to your channel to even give it a try. What you want to do is just have it come up in their subscriptions with that beautiful thumbnail with Ty from Tennessee's picture on there, his face gone, or like this, or with one with the money was the best. You know, yeah, Ty from Tennessee's picture on it, and people will click on that. So, so I told Anthony, I said I'm pulling back from pre-posting advertisements for videos on Instagram. So, and he also said sometimes that will turn people off your channel completely because you're slapping it in their face all the time. This is what I do. This is what I do. Now, other people will tell you, if you have a big Instagram presence, I don't know, maybe, if you have 10,000 followers on Instagram and you post something out, yeah, you're probably going to, get some feedback, but those 1,000 viewers would have came anyway, right? So, two sides of the coin, two sides to look at it for sure. The one thing I don't like about YouTube anymore, and I don't know when they started doing this, I've talked about this before in the show, is they do that pre-roll now. So like if I'm on my TV going across, with my remote, I'm clicking across, and what happens is, what tends to happen a lot of times is just simply, they see the pre-roll, and if you don't do that catch thing, that, and I don't see if he's here yet, but Bodine52 is very good at the catch thing. Hey guys, I'm out here on my, my Road King, and I'm going to talk to you today about running over animals. See you in a minute. And then he rolls his little intro, right? So, with that said, that pre-roll is pretty good because people hit that, they're like, oh man. Mine, I usually just start out riding on the bike, and they see you like this, and they just click off. They don't want to watch it. So Ty from Tennessee is good. Ty likes to do a lot of openers like this, right in front of his camera in his studio. He'll give you a little preempt on what the video's about. Roll his little like 2-second intro. Roguelite Andy, imagine I said that 2-second. And I don't see if he's in here either this morning. Good morning, Bronco Rod's there this morning. I see you come through there. Another person doing this now is McStash, right? You guys got 20-minute intros. Guys, intros are dead, right? Intros are dead. I'm just trying to help you. I know you like it. I know you edited it. And I know you think it's beautiful. But by the time you click on that, and it's like, I'm out today and I'm going to tell you about your warranty right after this. And then you got to wait 20 minutes for the intro to roll. And then the video is like 5 minutes after that. So cut those down. Ty from Tennessee is probably one of the best. It's just his logo comes up, gone. Second, gone. Right into the video. That's what people are there to do. So, but anyway, that's my thought on social media platforms. That's my thought on intros. Okay, so far. So now, let's see who else is in here. Bronco Ride. Patrick's in there. Good morning to Patrick. Patrick Motor Rambling, not Patrick Orvis. I get them too confused, and I don't know why. I just see Patrick. But good morning to Bronco Rod. Glad to have you all in there. Bodine52's in the house. Good morning to Bodine. I see your name popping up there. Glad to have you on board there. I was just saying how you have that what do they call that, the catch. Bob has the catch down. Like he'll grab you right on the first part of that video and be like, "This is what I'm talking about." Intro, Bob, right? And it's really good. That's super good. So it just works. It's perfect for what I call pre-roll. So pre-roll is, again, when you have it up on your TV or even on your phone, you're just going around. It's like it'll give you like a 3 or 4 second clip of what's coming. You're like, "Oh, that looks stupid. That looks stupid." The object is to get them to start the video, and I think YouTube started doing that to make it so you get paid less, because people aren't going to click to see what the video's about. Once they click it and start watching, boom, you get some money. When they pre-roll, no money, honey. So, I don't know how to figure that out. YouTube is smart. Google's not in the business of wanting to lose money, so they've never lost money. They are losing the AI race, and if you don't know what AI is by now, artificial intelligence, they're losing that race, but everything else seems to be going their way. But anyhow, okay, yeah, Windrow Therapy said the hook, right? The hook, and Bob is probably one of the best with the hook. Well, Ty is too. Ty is good with the hook because, again, Ty just sits on his bike or something like, "Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about how much my road glide cost, the actual total cost of my road glide," and that's a hook, man. And you're like, wow, he's going to actually tell me how much money he spent, So that's cool. I mean, I am not good with the hook at all. Sometimes I forget all about the hook. I am better with the exit, right? Take care, everybody. Ride your own ride. Be safe out there. Harley Day Rider, your girlfriend HDR, will be down and out in the beautiful southwestern Pennsylvania. Take care. Ride safe. Right? I'm good with the exit. Maybe I should start my videos with the exit. That would be interesting. People be like, "Wait, did I watch it? I didn't see it yet." Maybe I'll try that one day. But anyway, moving forward is progress. There you go. That's a good statement. Real Glad Nanny said, "I'd rather watch a long intro versus ads every 30 seconds, like some channels do. Best way to get rid of ads, guys, buy YouTube Premium." I just had, who called me the other day? Who in the heck was I talking to? Who in the heck was I? Oh, Be the Rider PA called me the other day and said, "Hey," he said, "HDR, I just bought YouTube Premium. Oh my God, it's the greatest thing in the world." Guys, you don't see no ads. The people get paid. You still get paid, but you don't see no ads. So, and it makes YouTube more enjoyable to watch. Like, I used to cringe on YouTube thinking, and you're right, Roguelite Andy, about what channels to watch because it was going to be an ad every 3 minutes. Well, you're saying 30 seconds, but normally it's 3 minutes, ad, 3 minutes, ad. And I actually got rid of, I wouldn't watch like Miami boat rounds. I love it. And some of the other channels out there, if you got a 26-minute video, I just wouldn't want to watch it because it's, 26 minutes every 3 minutes averages out to what? 10 commercials I got to watch? I don't like commercials. I pay for streaming TV because I don't watch commercials. And, I pay for Hulu Premium, no commercials. Peacock, no commercials. Because if I want to buy something, I'll go buy it, right? That's just the way life is. So I'm just throwing it out there to everybody. Yep, Ty from Tennessee said that too. And that's who turned me on to YouTube Premium was Ty. And he said it this way. And Ty, you can tell him in the chat room. I can't remember exactly what. He's figured out, and Ty is a numbers guy, and he's also a computer guy, right? He's probably one of the best technologists that I know. And he's been doing it a long, long time like I have. I'm trying to get him to teach at a school, but he doesn't want to go there. But he said that he saves 3 to 5 hours a week. So, yeah, paying a little bit of money and not watching commercials is saving you 3 to 5 hours a week. How many times do you guys do this? You start watching somebody's video, hits the first commercial, jump off, leave a comment, and move on. That happens, right? That happens. I mean, the good thing is the YouTuber, if they're monetized, they're still getting paid. They're still making money because you watched up until that point. You don't have to watch the commercial to get paid. You just have to watch the video to get paid. So that's the way it works. Karen, good morning, Karen. And Karen is, I believe this is Karen from Ireland. So good morning. You're in the woods. What are you doing in the woods? With limited reception, but you're still watching Coffee with HDR. That's a wonderful thing. Wonderful, wonderful thing for sure. And I appreciate everybody coming in there this morning. And it's definitely a great thing. So that was the Road Glide Andy saga last night with the Instagram. That's why I don't always pre-advertise my videos. I used to be really, really up on that. I worked with Bronco Ride, and Bronco Ride taught me how to go on Facebook, and you can actually go to the Facebook scheduler, and you can schedule your YouTube, video. So the idea there is, if the YouTube video is going to come out at 8 o'clock, schedule a Facebook post to go off at 8:01, after that, 8:01, 8:02. And then that way, YouTube looks at how many views did you get within the first hour. And that's when they put you up for the, that's when they start recommending you. And you get into the recommended section. Like when people are looking for motorcycles, your video will be there. So you want that maximum amount of views for that first hour. And we had a discussion 2 weeks ago. Ty actually brought it up. It said, if your video is not getting views, when do you change the thumbnail? And Bob knows I used to be way against this thing, right? Way against changing it. Just put it out there. If people watch it, fine. If they don't, that's fine too. Then it dawned on me, the golden hour. So that golden hour actually is that first hour. So if your video, let's say a half hour in, is not really doing what you think it should do, then you change the thumbnail, right? Update the title. I've rewritten the whole entire description. I've changed tags. So the object of the game is not always subscribers. Once you're monetized to YouTube, the name of your game is viewers, right? You need the maximum amount of views. So that gets me into Ty's recent video. So, Boots and Jeans, good morning. See you in there this morning. Nice to have you on board there with Karen. Glad to have everybody coming in there this morning. Northern Adventures. What is the golden hour? Ricky KM said. The golden hour is the first hour your video is released, right? You want that video in the first hour to have, I don't know, Bob can tell you the exact stats, but I would say if it has 500 to 1,000 views in that first hour, you're getting recommended by the YouTube algorithm. It's going to say, hey, man, a lot of people like that video. They're clicking on it. They're watching it. And they're going to push you out there into YouTube land. So everybody can find your video. So that's kind of what the golden hour is, Ricky KM. That's kind of how it works. So I had a video the other day, and I don't know if you guys seen it or not, because I'm playing with the channels right now. Now, HDR is an overachiever. I have 10 YouTube channels. My kids at school said, Mr. HDR, why do you have 10 YouTube channels? I said, maybe I got too much time on my hands. And that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. So anyway, so what I've been doing is playing with the channels, trying to merge a couple of the channels together. So I figured, hey, I'm going to take a Himalayan video. I actually redubbed the intro, or where I say, hey, it's Jack's Rides. I'm out here once again on the Royal Enfield. So I changed that, and I pulled an old video out where it says, hey, it's HDR, and I'm out here on the Royal Enfield Himalayan. And I dubbed that into that video. The reason I did this, I wanted to put it on the HDR channel, okay? After the first day, it had 64 views. That video, you can no longer find it because I took it down, right? Because it was a dud. And I won't post it back there again because it was a dud. One of the worst things about YouTube, I see, you could be out and you can create the greatest video in the world. Everything was good. The audio was good. The lighting was good. The color was good. You guys know how it goes. You edited it for 2 hours, man. It's a beautiful video. And then you get 50 people that watch it and you're like, why the hell did I waste my time? Right? You thought it was wonderful, but you got to get people to click on it. Okay. So with that said, let's go right into Ty's video. Here's Ty's video for this week. I'm going to just give you a synopsis of the video. And he's exactly right. So as soon as Harley Davidson says we are releasing a brand new fart bag, okay? All right. Whatever. Harley Davidson says we're releasing a brand new pimple, okay? This pimple is the greatest pimple on earth. It comes in 4 different pimple colors, and you can't even pop this pimple for everything you got. Right now, all the YouTubers are like, woo, woo. They pull that video off of Harley's website, the pimple popper video, and they put it on their website, and they start doing a voiceover. Harley Davidson today came out with a brand new 4-colored pimples. You can't pop these pimples. These are the best pimples ever because they're made by Harley Davidson. The first pimple is red. It's got tires, and you get the idea. They jump on the bandwagon, right? Ty made a very, and Ty, I do the same thing you do, buddy. I have a very few YouTubers that I'll watch a release video. One is the, and I can't remember his name. You guys know him from Florida, the motorcycle instructor. He has ties to Harley Davidson, right? So he's kind of on the in. If you watch somebody like Baxter's Garage or any of these guys kind of tied into Harley Davidson, they can give you a true, honest opinion and a review of these bikes. But when you show me a video and you're going, well, that one's red, that one's got a different fairing. Hey, look at that new headlight. Wow, that's nice. Hey, it comes with 6 gears. It comes with a 121 engine. It's a CVO. It's an OVC. It's a VOC. You guys get the picture, right? So what Ty said is people look for the latest trending stuff. That's what a lot of people do with YouTube. I've done it myself. I can admit it. You're looking for something trendy, something that people want to look at. You got to be careful because some videos, Bob will tell you, Bob has told me this, some videos are long run videos, right? Like when I was on vacation 2 years ago and I was trying to figure out how to adjust my stock OEM shocks on my Road Glide. I typed it into Google. The first person's video came up was Bronco Rides. I was like, I know this guy, right? And I'm watching Bronco Ride teach me, and we're friends. We've been friends for a long time. Through his video that I didn't even remember him posting because maybe, I'm sure I watched it years ago. But some videos build over time, okay? So if you have a motorcycle video, you're talking about an engine upgrade, pipe upgrades, handlebar upgrades, seat upgrades. All those upgrades are handled, they're called the long runners, right? So the long runners is the longer they run, the more views you're going to get over time. So those videos are always reinvesting into your monetization, or even if you're not monetized, they go back into your overall viewmanship, and you will get subscribers from that because people find something and be like, man, this guy might have other videos that I might want to see. And people will subscribe to your channel just because you posted something that helped them, right? So, but what Ty was talking about was you jump on a bandwagon like that, new Harleys, right? New Harley Davidsons, new Hondas, there's a new Honda CVO. I heard there's a new Honda CVO coming the other day. I watched a guy that rides a Honda, not a CVO, I'm sorry, a Goldwing. There's new Honda Goldwing coming out. And he started talking about it, right? And telling you about it. And I believe him. He's a Honda guy. I don't know much about the Goldwing, so I couldn't do a video like that. And to be honest with you, I don't know much about Harley CVOs to really tell you anything about that. So I won't jump on that bandwagon. But people do because as soon as you put those brand new bikes on a thumbnail and you put latest news from Harley Davidson, it's called clickbait. Okay? People click on it because they think that you're authentic. They think that you know what you're talking about, okay? Be careful doing that. So, Bodine makes poor life choices sometimes. Real Jackie boy, I don't know what that's from. Kara said, we love life videos. Mostly people who are just enjoying the ride. See, and that's right, Karen, you're right. Now, bad news, okay? Self-interest videos don't do a whole lot for anybody as far as growing the channel. And To me, though, I love, and Ty does this too. Ty said one time he does 3 videos wrapped around motorcycling and then a human interest video to get to know who he is. And I think that's critical when you're doing YouTube. You have to let your audience know who you are to an extent. To an extent. You don't have to let them know how much is in your bank account. You don't have to let them know where you live exactly. Like I live in southwestern Pennsylvania. Look out on the map. A lot of houses here. Um, stuff like that. So it's different things that you got to think about. But I look back at some of my old videos. Guys, go back in your channel. And yeah, there you go, Bodine. Make the news, don't report it. Man, that's a great statement, man. Make the news, don't report it. Right? When Harley has a release, guess what everybody that loves Harley Davidson does? We go watch their release. They do a wonderful video. They have like professional camera people and actors, and there's a wonderful video, and they tell you about the bike. That's where you go see it. You don't need to see it afterwards. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I think I might overshare in my videos, Motor Rambling said. Big Dog PA, good morning. You made it. Glad to have you on board with us this morning. Bronco said, I know where Jack lives. Address is in the description. Oh, no. Sorry. I do, though, Bronco Ride. I actually live in a 1-inch by 1-inch box. It's called a P.O. box. Is my address in the description? Holy hell, I could get that out of there. Let's see. Roguelite Andy said it helps you out with the real Jackie boy. Yeah, so those are just some things that kind of you have to think about. And Ty did a really good job with that video. Have I ever used clickbait? Sure I have. Go back in all my videos. There's a video back here because Mrs. HDR asked me, who in the hell is that girl washing your bike? Dude, I copied it off of Google Images. I stole the image and used it for a thumbnail. It's 2 girls in bikinis washing a motorcycle, and I put on something like on how to wash your motorcycle. That's clickbait, right? Those girls didn't wash my motorcycle. Hell, I washed it. You want a picture of me? Let's see. I love this thing says you can insert ads. I'm not inserting ads. Do you want a picture of me, the 50-some-year-old big old fat guy out there, washing his motorcycle in his spandex? No. That wouldn't be a good thumbnail. Who would click on that? So, I disagree with moving a video because it performs poorly in the golden hour. Conducts the notion of doing this just for go. No, actually, Toby, I pulled it off the HDR channel because it didn't go well there. That video will go back onto Jack's Rides because it's on the Himalayan. So, I pulled it because it wasn't doing well there, and I didn't want the exposure there, so I'm going to move it. So that's what happened in that video. But there you go. There you go. Drop in pastries washing bikes. Good morning, my done life. Just getting my day started. Glad to have you on board here with us this morning. Boots and jeans. Okay, this is still Rich and Kate Williams, real Jackie boy. Andy, I will try to see your way. Give me a minute, and I'll get the whiskey out. There you go. Nothing like some whiskey in the morning, right? That's for sure. Yeah, so that whole thing, Toby, about, pulling a video, I don't know. I don't think you're doing it for, I don't know what you mean by doing it for the go, doing it for the views. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I look at it this way, and I've told people many times over, guys, I have a full-time job. YouTube is a hobby, and I like to keep it a hobby. It's not a moneymaker by any means. If you make $100 a month, you're lucky. And I know some guys out there, pulling, $10,000-$15,000 a month. They're exceptional, and that's fine. That's great. There's all different people out there. But somebody once said, don't ever make YouTube your job, because remember, It's called your 15 minute of fame. So I was doing pretty well with YouTube at one point, and way back in 2005, I was looking back, and there was maybe 5 of us moto vloggers. So nobody was really on that bandwagon yet. So people watched the crap out of your videos. I mean, it was doing real good. I was pulling $600 to $800 a month, no problem. So today, pulling about 100 a month. And if you look at it, Roguelite Andy messaged me. He's like my little devil on my shoulder. He's like, hey, doofus, hey, doofus. He'll do that. He'll call me, hey, doofus head, hey. I'll be like, Andy, what? You don't get no viewers no more or subscribers because all you do is the live show. You don't post anything anymore on your channel. I said, Anthony, it's winter time. Who can ride in the winter time? So, but yeah, he's like my little devil on my shoulder, man. He calls me up. You know what? But it's fair because I'll call him up and I'll scream too. We both back for blah, blah, blah. We're more like brothers, It's funny because we bounce ideas off each other. And that's what this is all about, man. That's why I was on Toby Northern's and Windroad Therapy show that one day, just to give my opinions of live streaming and help people out with it. That's what I do. Guys, believe it or not, somebody cussed at me the other day at school. They're like, and Mrs. HR cussed at me before I left the house. I was like, holy cow, why are you all cussing at me? You know what they said? They said, HDR, you're a teacher. And I was like, a what? A teacher. I said, quit cussing at me, But I do. I've been teaching. I've been teaching online since, God, man, YouTube. When YouTube first started, Google didn't own it. I started on YouTube. Before that, I was recording computer videos with a VHS camcorder pointed at the screen, and I was selling the tapes to people to train them how to use computers. So I've been teaching for decades, And that's what I like to do here. If I can help anybody, if people call me up, people text me, how do I make an intro? How do I make a thumbnail? Most of us use, it's Canva, Canva. Most of us use Canva to create thumbnails, and it works extremely well. You can do all kinds. You can make intros for your videos now. It works really, really well, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to do that. So let me get back to the chat room here for just a minute. I am going to play my. Let me do that first. Station identification.
Not happening.
Nope, not happening.
Nope, not even happening.
Too cold out there to ride this morning, guys and gals. So sit down, have your cup of coffee here with HDR.
There you go. Smarty Cowboy, thanks again for that intro. I was just reading through the comments. Boots and Jeans makes a good comment. If YouTube ever shuts down, there goes your income. Okay. So let's say you bought that new motorcycle, that CVO for $45,000, $50,000. And you're like, I have enough YouTube income, a YouTube stream to pay for that motorcycle. So I don't have to worry about making the payments. I mean, because you're pulling in, say you're pulling in $600 a month, so you can make the payment. And then one day the next entertainer comes along, or worse yet, YouTube crashes for a month and nobody gets to watch videos. Now the content's dead. So you make a very good point. And good morning to Ein Southsea. I know I pronounced that wrong. From South Australia. Good morning to Australia. It is amazing how Coffee with HDR over the course of 121 shows has now became worldwide, guys. We have people in not only different time zones in the States, such as Boots and Jeans. Thank you for coming. I know it's early there. I don't even know what time it is in Australia. Karen from Ireland at the same time. You get these people from all over the world coming here, watching this show at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So absolutely blows my mind. Well, I'm just trying to catch up through some of the chat here, guys, to see what's going on. Motor Rambling, I'm hoping to ride with Adam, part of the Ohio Stops. Motor Rambling, oh, that's My Dun Life. My Dun Life, we will be there also. We will be in New Philadelphia, Harley Davidson, which I believe is Adventure Harley Davidson. And we'll be riding a convoy into Washington, PA to Still City Harley Davidson. And I don't know where Adam is staying that night. I didn't look at the website to look at the itinerary to find out where he's going to be staying that night. But you know, if he's staying in Washington, maybe we'll all be able to go out and have dinner with him or something. That would be awesome. But I've been watching every one of his videos he posts every day, and that convoy is just, that's an amazing thing he's doing. And he couldn't be doing it for a better group of people, guys. You know that I'm a vet. Be the Rider PA is a vet. I know we have some other vets in here. And, you know, to do that for the wounded warriors, man, those folks need money. They need your money to help those soldiers out where the government let them fall short. Or the government fell short on these people. These are human beings sent to war. You get something absolutely mangled, you know. And, you know, what do you get? You get alert, thank you for your service. Yeah, you know, take care of these people the rest of their lives. There's two words, guys, that should never go together. You know what that is? Homelessness and veteran. If you're a veteran, you should never be homeless, right? The government should give you a home or at least give you a place to stay. I don't care if they have, you know, apartment complexes for nothing but veterans. A veteran, not just disabled, just veterans. So you wouldn't be homeless. Like, here's your apartment, you know, 2-bedroom, bath, kitchen. And, you know, and the government pick up the tab for that. Why not? These people protected our freedom. We owe these people. So there's my public service announcement for this morning. HDR, can you help us all, I say? Help you with what, Bodine? Bodine usually helps everybody else. He's a very, very popular YouTuber. He knows everything there is to know about analytics. He taught me once and probably could have shot him for that because I was probably better off not knowing. Analytics is, if you guys remember, a while back I told you is what, you know, gave me that mild heart attack that put me in the hospital overnight. Worried about analytics and views and ratings and subscribers. And it's just like kids today, guys. Kids post a picture in my class. Oh, I only got 4 likes. I'm like, who gives a crap? You got 4 likes? It was a nice photo. Okay, I get it. You know, just like taking down a YouTube video. I get it. But, you know, but Bob does know analytics. He spends a lot of time with YouTube trainers, you know, where you go online, you watch all these things. He sends us videos on that. He's probably one of the best thumbnail creators probably in the world. And one of the best titlers. I don't know how he titles yet, but Bob is the YouTube algorithm. There, I'll say it. He is the AI. Bob watches your videos. If it needs to be promoted, he promotes it. So watch out for this guy. Let's see. My done life twice a year. Jackie, we are in the woods in Mississippi. Boots and Jeans is camping. Good to see that, Boots and Jeans. You'll be seeing us in the next video he releases, I believe, Motor Rambling said. Motor Rambling, I could have swore. Was you on the video today? That Adam released today? I don't know if that looked like you. It might have. I'm going to have to go back and watch it again. When I seen somebody on this video, I'm like, I know that guy. It's like, I bet you it was Motor Rambling. Let's see. Karen Williams is me. Kate. Okay, Kate. Good to have you on there with us. Not buying another bike for 5 years. I lied to myself. Yeah. Ty did a video. Go back 5 or 6 videos ago. This is what he did. I'm going to tell you exactly. I'm going to give you this. Hi, guys. It's Ty. Ty from Tennessee. I'm out here on my bike, and, you know, they asked me when I bought this new motorcycle if I wanted to buy the extended warranty. I told them no, I'm not going to buy a 5-year warranty because I'll be trading this bike in before the 2-year warranty is up. So I don't buy extended warranties. Ty from Tennessee. That's exactly what he said. He don't keep bikes for 5 years. Ty has this thing with White Lightning. It's more he leases his motorcycles. He don't buy them. So he leases them out for a year and a half, takes them back and leases the next new thing. So that's what Ty does. And he's the only one allowed to do this in the Harley ecosystem. And he's the only one allowed with White Lightning. So there you go. Don't try to lease a motorcycle because you can't. But I'm just saying. And these guys know we razz each other all the time. That's for sure. Let's see. You're nuts, but thanks. Who's nuts? But no, that is not true, Bob. That is not true. Everything I've spoken about Bodine 52 is 100% factual. So he's very good. I don't know so much about all. I know he watches some YouTube stuff like how, and I do too because he sends us the videos. Like that's where the intro thing came from. We've discussed this. Don't make a long intro. Make a short intro. You get a long intro, people's like click. They never see your content. They don't even care. So, he did tell me that intros are dead. Post just do the hook, throw your logo up there, move on. That's all. Just saying. Let's see who else there. Just hope you have a good place for coffee. Be the Rider PA said that. Good morning, Be the Rider PA. Glad to have you on board there this morning. I was at our Harley dealer website yesterday, and they had models and showed the price range. CVO starting at $56,000. Guys, do anybody believe, and you may not believe, and I don't know if you believe this or not, in the economical world that we live in, okay? Speaking economics, money. How much money do we have to buy a new toy, okay? Do you believe, and this, I'm just putting this out there because I don't even know the answer to this. I'm not an economics guy. I'm a technologist. Do you believe that Harley Davidson is either pricing their merchandise to stay with the economy guidelines, to what the economy says things are worth, right? I used to work for a marketing firm. We used to do this for customers. We would take a device, okay? We would take a device. They would send us something. They would send us this mount, okay? This motorcycle mount for your GoPro, a handlebar mount. They would send this to us. And we would have to get a group of 100 people to tell us, what would you pay for that motorcycle mount for a GoPro? And we would set the price range. Is Harley Davidson pricing themselves out of the standard price range for motorcycles? Are they going over the top? There's only so many 1% people out there, and I'm not talking MCs, 1% of millionaires out there that can afford this kind of stuff. Or sometimes it's an impulse buy, right? That is why a lot of you asked me, a lot of you have been emailing me, said, hey, HDR, why don't you go see the new Harleys and get pictures and sit on them? And because I can't, because I have a motorcycle addiction, okay? And I've been seeing a therapist for this, motorcycle addiction. It's a real thing. They call it MA, motorcycle addiction. And what happens when you have MA is, if you sit on a new bike, it's called impulse buying, right? Yeah, impulse buying, or IB. So my therapist says when you sit on a new motorcycle, you get IB. You want to buy it. And generally, as soon as I take it for a demo, I'm like, hey, can you run the numbers? I bought a new motorcycle. It was $56,000. And then the first payment comes up due. You're like, what the hell did I do? Right. So yeah, that's why I stay out of dealerships. I stay out of the all motorcycle dealer. I don't really, unless we're traveling, we do stop. We pick up a poker chip or maybe a t-shirt from our travels. But I don't normally just go to hang out the Harley shop and look at the Harleys. One thing is, it's like I used to go to the Apple computer stores. Guys, everything's the same. If I see a blue motorcycle in a Harley shop in Ohio, it's going to look just like the blue motorcycle in Pennsylvania at the Harley shop. They're all the same. So I have no reason to be there, right? My opinion, anyway. I enjoyed my CVO, Ty says, but it's doubtful I'll ever buy one again. Jackie Boy said, Andy, what do you think? Bodine can convert me to a shark nose. Have you ever seen his handlebars? Yeah, real Jackie Boy, it is time for you to buy your new Road Glide. Um, you know, I hate that. I just that. Miss HDR and I was watching something the other night, somebody's video, and he was saying about the bat wing and the shark nose. I said, ah! I said, I hate people calling that a shark nose. It doesn't even resemble a shark's nose. Jesus God, it's a Road Glide fairing. Call it a Road Glide. It's a Road Glide fairing. And if anybody out there is too stupid to know that that's a Road Glide and that is an ultra limited, then they don't know motorcycles anyway, right? I mean, I don't know how to ever say that. We don't do that with anything else in life. Nothing do we describe it as something else. Nothing. So I say, I tell everybody, I ride a Road Glide. I know people are like, I ride a shark nose. Did you watch Anthony's latest video about where did the Fireside Chat boys go? Uh, wasn't factual. Wasn't factual. Bronco Ride called, and he said that he's getting pushed into the fire. Bronco Ride is a beautiful motorcycle. It has a Stage 3 kit in it, and there is no new motorcycles out there that's going to catch that man. None. No stock ones. None is going to catch him. So he can ride whatever the hell he wants. If he wants to ride a tricycle with me, I'm going to ride with Bronco Ride because he's one hell of a motorcyclist, right? So I'm just saying, Road Glide, Electric Glide, whatever. So, anyway, so somebody asked earlier, and I'm going to give you my last 9 minutes of this. Before I do that, I'm going to show you something that I recently received yesterday, and I'm so excited. So excited. This thing is awesome. Check this out. See if I can bring it up here. Yep. Guys, if you watch Jack's Rides, and you know that I've always complained about the Himalayan seat, no more complaints, right? This thing is like riding on your sofa. This thing's like riding an ADV bike, right? You're riding an ADV bike on your recliner. This seat is amazing. This is from Seat Concepts. It's custom made. So I had to tear my old seat pan apart, take all the old stuffing off, the padding, take all the old covers off. I melt them to pan, and then they rebuild it into this seat. And now I don't slide forward anymore, and it is just really, really amazing. So if you have any kind of check out their website, guys. They do a lot of different motorcycle seats. They do all kind of ADV bikes. They do all kind of dirt bikes. They'll even do some of the Harleys. Check out their website and see what they'll do for you. It is, it's price comparison to other new seats that you're going to find out there. So check them out and watch my video coming up because I recorded yesterday and I'm doing a full wrap up of how long it took to get it here. And I'm also doing a full wrap up of the true total cost it cost me to get this seat on my motorcycle. So from the time I ordered it to the time I put it on my motorcycle. So check that out for sure. It's just an awesome thing, and I'm truly enjoying that. So cushy ride time, Bronco Ride said, yeah, it is. Protects the boys' seat. It protects the boys too. I'm no longer rolling forward, like I told you guys, I was sliding forward and everything. Never mind. But so, yeah, so that's the case there. That's the point. The last thing I want to leave you with is lawsuit against Andy's video, Bodine said. Wasn't factual at all, but darn funny. Bronco Rod said, yeah, the Fireside Chat Boys video was funny. It was interesting for sure. There was no factual stuff to it. But he called us all three. He got the three of our approvals before he posted it. And guys, that's a true YouTuber. He didn't just do it underminedly, to try to gain views or clicks. He did it because he just wanted to highlight what we've been doing lately. But it was nice. It was a nice gesture. Although he does, Bob and Colin, if you watch Anthony's videos in his garage, he does have our banner hanging in his garage. I think that should be hanging in one of our houses. I'm just saying. Remember the video, the banner that they made us when we came into the Ohio dealership when we were riding the Windy 9? So, Yeah, there you go. Smyrna Cowboy said nutcracker seat. You're right. That's what it used to be. That's what it used to be. Um, yeah, check his channel out for sure. He's a good guy. He's an American motorcyclist, that's for sure. Last 5 minutes, somebody asked me early on in this show, in this channel, in this live stream, um, what I thought, um, what I thought about the new motorcycles that came out. You know, they're pretty. You know, they got that new Road King, that Highway Road King, or whatever they're calling it. Kind of looks like the bike that they brought out. No, before they brought out a bike like that, I used to say with the white saddlebags, it looked like Elvis Presley's bike. If you ever go to Graceland, Elvis Presley's motorcycle is in the museum, and that motorcycle looks the same as the one they brought out again. Um, well, I mean the one they previously had out with the full fairing on it. So they're nice motorcycles. Again, I'm not in the market. We've talked about that. Our little chat group talks about that a lot of times. Unless your name is Ty and you live in Tennessee, 5 miles from White Lightning Harley Davidson that your uncle owns, and that your grandfather actually, uh, uh, co-signs all the notes. Unless you're that guy, you know, none of us are looking for new motorcycles right now. Our bikes are running fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Hell, mine's a 2018, and I'm just turning 30,000 miles. Be the Rider PA called me the other day, and he said, mine's 2 years old, and I got 30,000 miles. I'm like, dude, you're killing your motorcycle, man. Take it easy on that damn thing, you know? The object of mine is to have that 2018 sitting here when my grandson gets to ride. My oldest grandson right now is 6. So when they're able to ride, that bike will still be rideable and still be usable and won't have over 100,000 miles on it. So that's my goal. You know, I don't know. I ride them for pleasure. I don't ride them to build mileage. Bob did a video on that before. I did a video on that before too. You know, it's called mile. I call it mile hounds, right? All they want to do is pound the miles. I got more miles than you got. My motorcycle will last longer than yours. I won't be blowing gaskets and blowing oil, hopefully. Knock on wood. So, anyway. Won't have a gas. We won't have any gas by then, Rogue Lighting. Yeah, you might be right. We might have to convert all the gas engines to electric engines by that time, for sure. Let's see. Rogue Lighting says, I'll sell it and be the highest bidder. There you go. Hit the thumbs up, everybody. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that for sure. So, Ty doesn't take out the warranty. He only owes them for long that most people test ride. Real Jackie Boy, I said that. You're right. He said that on the video. He doesn't buy extended warranties because he doesn't keep them long enough. You know? So, yeah, year and a half, goodbye motorcycle. Then they'll buy that new one. This is the best motorcycle I've ever owned. Buy a motorcycle. I don't know. My bikes are like part of our family, man. We're getting ready. We're planning out our vacation now. We're going to be on the road for 10 days. And we have a direction now. So that's myself and Mrs. HDR on our yearly vacation. 10 days on the road. Probably 10. Could go a little longer. Could be a couple days shorter. We're not really, we're not stuck to that. Depending on where we like. Sometimes you get to a place you love where you're at and you want to stay for 3 or 4 days. Or at least 2. We never stay in a place more than 2 days. But we got that planned out. But anyway, what I'm saying is the motorcycle becomes part of the family. You've been on vacation with that motorcycle, and that motorcycle's been places with you. Right? Cars, I don't care about. I've had so many different cars in my lifetime. But a motorcycle is like something, a car is something that you possess to take you to work. A motorcycle is something that owns you. You don't even own it. It owns you. And, it's more for your enjoyment. So, just saying. All right. Other than that, everybody out there, man, have a great, great week, great weekend. And Bronco, thank you very much for that. Guys, thanks for everybody for stopping in here this morning on another Saturday morning Coffee with HDR. And as I always tell you, until next week, again, take care, everybody. Ride your own ride. Be safe out there. Harley Day Rider, your good old friend HDR, will be down out in the beautiful studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Have a great day. Get out there and ride and be safe. Good day, everybody.